Of the 7.2 billion people on Earth, 3 billion have internet access. 2.1 billion are using social media right now.
Check This Out News, coming to you live.
Please welcome Greg Cross, Chief Business Officer and co-founder, Soul Machines.
I'm Greg Cross. I'm the co-founder and Chief Business Officer for Soul Machines. We're a company that's based in Auckland, New Zealand, which accounts for my slightly weird accent. I do hope you can understand me better than the Alexa in my hotel room this weekend could. As a company, we are creating these amazing digital humans, these avatars that we're bringing to life. And you saw a bunch of interesting use cases in that very, very short video clip. But there's a number of really, really key components of science, technology, and artificial intelligence that we have to bring together in order to enable this future where we can actually interact with artificial intelligence, actually interface with machines in a very, very different way. So as a company, we are building what we call a human operating system for artificial intelligence. If we're going to spend a lot of our time talking to machines, they should be more like us. To do that, we've literally built a digital brain, and we're pioneering the next edge of artificial intelligence, which is we call experiential learning, the way in which we as human beings learn as we go through life. So we're already seeing today something of the future in the way that Hollywood imagines our future worlds through storytelling like digital, like Westworld. And the sort of characters you saw in that clip are actually very similar to digital Westworld characters, perhaps not quite so evil in many respects. We're seeing digital characters like Lil Miquela become part of our world. Digital character, personality created via Instagram, now being deployed as a digital supermodel, and the guys that created it making money out of the talents that they've created for her. Imagine a world in the future where Lil Miquela can come to life and interact with you on a one-to-one basis. So, what's a digital brain? So, when I stand on the stage or when I stand in front of you and we converse face to face, we're interacting, we're using lots of forms of communication channels. So if I stand here and smile, there we are, someone smiled back at me. You smile back face to face not because your face wants you to smile, the chemicals in your brain want you to smile. So what our neuroscientists and our researchers have done is they've actually modeled different parts of the human brain. So when you're interacting with one of our digital humans, they will smile back because they have the concept of digital oxytocin and digital serotonin. That stimulates their digital nervous system, which makes the digital muscles in their face smile. And exactly the same can be repeated over and over again in the ways in which you can create emotional connections. These digital humans learn from every interaction. They can recognize you. They can learn whether you're a happy person or a grumpy person, or there are certain things that make you flip-flop between one or the other. So what we're all about is in this future is turning digital experiences into more human experiences. Communicating face-to-face is actually how we're wired. It's actually in our DNA. So often when we talk about artificial intelligence, or the context that we set for artificial intelligence, is it's a competition. When is it going to be better than us? When is it going to take over us? When are they going to rule over us and kill a whole bunch of us?
Cease your resistance.
We think of the world and the future of our world in a very, very different way. Everything that exists in the world today is about human beings collaborating and working together. Movies, the games we produce, the buildings we're sitting in today. Our future is going to be very, very heavily influenced by the way in which we learn to collaborate between humans and machines. And that's what we believe is a very, very important part of our digital future. Literally putting a face on technology, literally putting a face on artificial intelligence. Those digital characters you saw briefly in that video at the start, there's no actors, there's no motion capture cameras, there's no pre-recorded content, and they're having their scripts, their conversations provided by the artificial intelligence systems of the world today. So what does that mean for you guys? It means you're going not just from being content makers, but you're being able to become connection creators. You know, the ability to create one-to-one interactions with fans, connecting brands and fans in ways that simply have not been possible to date. So I have, I think I have one of the coolest jobs in the world. I spend a lot of my time at 35,000 feet. I spend a lot of my time talking at conferences. As a company, we see some amazing opportunities to think differently about the way in which we interact. We're bringing Vincent van Gogh back to life.
What the hell did you just say?
The first digital reincarnation. Imagine standing in the Louvre in Paris or now Abu Dhabi in front of a Van Gogh and be able to have a conversation, talk face to face with Vincent about how he painted the picture, where he painted the picture, and why he painted the picture. And you can ask your questions, not listen to the stories that are being told. Bringing the first digital celebrities to life in the way that they can engage directly and personally with their millions of fans all around the world. It provides an opportunity for them to deliver their own content in their own way, in a very, very personal, connected way. Icons of the 20th century. They're not going to be with us for that much longer. Imagine being able to continue their work, their inspiration, some of their philanthropic interests through digital immortalization. This is going to start to happen in our lifetime, and not just through pre-recorded content or videos. This can be done through interactive conversations and the opportunity to create new ways of digital sponsorship, new ways that our sports stars, our Hollywood stars, and our musicians can connect with us in a bunch of different ways. It's an incredibly scalable opportunity. So today we have about 10 to 15 of these avatars out there working for different brands as digital employees, having thousands of conversations per month. But I've listed a few industries there and some of the things that we think will happen, can happen now, can happen in 1 to 3 years' time, can happen in 5 years' time. So we're building out our first digital celebrities and digital models at this point in time. We'll be making announcements on that in the next couple of months. But we can see within 1 to 3 years the first artificially intelligence-inspired movie being delivered in augmented reality and virtual reality. And in 5+ years with AI-inspired, AI-built digital characters creating that future of non-linear storytelling where we can all engage in the conversation of the story itself.
Shut up and take my money.
I'm going to skip over the last video because I'm out of time. 8 minutes is not a lot of time to talk about the future of artificial intelligence and what it means here. I'm going to be around the conference for this morning at least, so look forward to talking to all of you then. Thank you.
Thank you to Ned, Chris, and Greg.
Check this out, America.
We connect the streets.